Welcome back to SwitchCorner. My name is Alex and today we're taking my weekly look at the best deals across Switch eShops covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Now as always this one it is any price goes, so it can be on the more pricier side of things. So if you do want, think budget, check out my Thursday edition where I keep everything sub $10. With that though, like, hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing family and let's get started. So before we do start, not only is it a great week for new low prices, but we have two winners to announce for two $10 eShop gift cards. That is coming up later in the video. Then of course we also have two more to give away. Now all you need to do to enter, drop a comment down below and the winners, they'll be announced in next week's video. So I've got 11 games for you all this week, and kicking us off we've got Golden Force. It's here with a new low price of 45% off, and this is a quality retro action platformer. Now the story, you are part of a mercenary force known as Golden Force. You're on vacation when you receive this new contract. You've got to take down the King of Demons and take back the Mountain of Gold. It's old school through and through, including its difficulty, but expect here 4 playable characters, including what is a knockoff Shantae, 4 worlds to explore, 2-player co-op, boss moments, and then also a few secrets to uncover as well. On old school Vaporum Lockdown, it's on sale with a new low of 33% off. It's a prequel to Vaporum, but if you like first-person style dungeon crawling and RPG mechanics as well, this might be a good one for you. What hooked me was the steampunk setting, and while it is very much, more of the same, I just really like its particular brand of grid-based combat and movement. It's another one that's not easy, but the weapon selection, the enemies, they really do add a nice bit of variety to things, and it runs great on the Switch as well. You're trying to just escape this world. It's even got then full voice acting for a good chunk, which is always a nice touch. Save Me Mr. Tako Definitive Edition is a funny one. It was actually on the eShop. The developer had a run-in with the publishers. That first release has now been pulled, and now we have this edition. It seems though this version, it supports the developer directly, which is never a bad thing. It's an old school Game Boy era platformer though, where humans and octopuses, they are at war, and you can expect combat where you can turn your foes into platforms. There's tons of special abilities thanks to hats you can wear, 6 worlds to explore, 50 levels, and then just a ton of extras as well, like new balancing and new difficulty modes. Great game though, and a new low price with 20% off. Cozy Grove then, not a huge discount on this one, but it is still a new low price with 10% off, and for those that like their more relaxed experiences like your Animal Crossings of the world, this one's probably gonna deserve your attention. Now it's a life sim all about camping. You are a spirit scout, so you basically wander this world and you need to find ghosts and communicate with them, soothe them, and then secrets. Also, there's just a good chunk of crafting as well. It's got chilled music though, a real nice visual style, and it's designed to give you around an hour of new content each day, so it's going to keep you coming back for a good while because it does have a 40+ hour campaign. So a couple of heavy hitters here then, both matching at the low price, but we've got XCOM 2 Collection. It's returning with 70% off. Now I love to shout this one out, but I think it's fair. It's pretty much the pinnacle of the turn-based strategy genre, but you're here just trying to now reclaim Earth from invaders. It's got an absolute monster amount of content though, with the base game, 4 DLC packs, and the expansion. And while it's not perfect on the Switch, frame rate drops and all, it is still XCOM in the palm of your hands. On the go, that is more than enough for me. The Outer Worlds then saw a discount on its expansion pass and the standalone DLC in this last week, which we covered on Thursday's video. But let's talk about the base game as well. It's actually 60% off, that matches the low. It was a bit of a weak port at release, but with some patchwork, they for sure made some decent advancements. The game though, first-person RPG in a fantastic sci-fi world with a great cast of characters, and it's for sure easy to get lost in its world, especially when you factor in all the RPG elements and all the loot. Nongunz Doppelganger Edition then is one I've been playing personally, but as a warning, still yet to beat it, as I didn't review it on the channel, so I pick it up here and there, but it's back with 25% off, and I've seen enough now that I feel it's worthy of a spot on today's list. It's an action platformer roguelike. It's incredibly difficult, so think die, and die again. But yeah, the gameplay is just solid, the weapons and pickups, great fun. It has a local co-op mode, which is a new addition to the game, and I just love the visual style. It's black and white white with the occasional dash of colour. Just do not come here if you don't like challenges. I basically had to walk away more than a few times. My pickup of the week then, meaning I can't necessarily recommend it, but maybe you'll want to join me for the ride, and that is Crying Suns. It's a tactical roguelite that's putting you in control of a Starfleet, and you need to uncover the truth behind what was a fallen empire. It's all about runs, this one, you know, being a roguelite, but it has some like serious promises to it that I can't ignore. It's saying 6 chapters with a deep story, more than 300 possible events that can occur, and then procedural generation and tactical combat as well. It won't be on sale next week, so I will not be doing a recap, but I will tell you this, I will be covering it here on the channel at some point in the future, as it is for sure, well, it definitely sounds like my sort of thing. It's rocking a new low price though with 20% off. So our first winner of the week then, it's going to Zero Chance, who grabbed 9 Monkeys of Shaolin and then also Boomerang X. Now 9 Monkeys, that was a steal of a price last week. That sale is unfortunately over. But then Boomerang X, it's a great first person action platformer arena hybrid, I guess. Quite a bit going on with that one, but it's a great time. Congrats to Zero, drop me an email to claim your code, and then everyone else, there is still a second winner coming up later in the video. Terraria then is a funny one. I've had it for a while now, but I wouldn't say I've sunk like a huge amount of hours into it. So yeah, I will say with this one, maybe check out a full review first, or no doubt there's going to be a ton of people getting behind it in the comments down below. But it is extremely well loved. It's basically an action sandbox game that combines combat, boss moments, items, building, locations, and then 8-player online as well. The depth here is just crazy for sure, and no doubt you'll be getting your, you know, your money's worth with it. It's also an easy one, as I say, just to kind of waste an hour or two here and there. Just don't blame me if that 1 hour turns into 6, 7, or 8, because it's for sure very easy. It's matching the low price though with 50% off, and it's not a sale we see all that often. Our penultimate game of the week then, that is Streets of Rage 4. It's here with a new low price, and I'm not sure what I need to say on this one. The classic beat 'em up, it returns. It's about as good as you could have ever hoped for. The gameplay is just perfect. We get classic characters and new ones. The visuals are stunning in like this hand-drawn style. You can even then turn on things like retro sprites. The music's incredible as well, and yeah, absolute must buy on the Switch. It's also a great price and a new low of 40% off. Now it even has then local co-op support for up to 4 players, which is no doubt the best way to play this one. There's also going to be a DLC that was supposed to launch just a couple of days back. It is paid for. It's called the Mr. X Nightmare, I think, but it seems they've run into issues getting it live on the Switch. So our second winner of the week then, it's going to Daniel, who kept things light on the spending last week with no pickups, but is waiting on Neo later in the month, like I'm sure many of you are. I can't wait to get my hands on that one personally. Hopefully it is as good as it looks. Congrats to Daniel, and then everyone else, look, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's video. So our final game of the week then, Shin Megami Tensei 3 HD Remaster. It's rocking 30% off a new low price. You're going to need to be quick though if you do want to add this one to the library, as it is a short sales window. So yeah, jump on that discount. Like many though, this was actually a day one purchase for myself, and as HD remasters go, it did not disappoint. It is dated though. Don't come here for huge mechanical changes. It's just really, you know, the new visual bump, but then it's added things like new save features and some new difficulty modes, just to allow kind of a bit of a lower barrier to entry. The story though, an apocalypse has been invoked and you're caught between the battle of gods and demons. The question is though, which side do you choose? It's turn-based combat though, and it's absolutely fantastic. It is well worth your time and cash. And that's another week down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week, or are you holding onto that cash? Congrats again then to our winners this week, and then everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's video. With that though, like a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. If you do want to check that out for yourself, I have linked it in the video description down below. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.